How's that? Is that better? Can you hear me? And you should also hear the music now. Yay! From the last time that I was here on It Gets Better channel, I changed my entire audio system and forgot to change it in my It Gets Better slides. So there you go. Let's do this again. Hi, everybody. I'm so excited to be here. I'm Lilis. I use they, them pronouns. And we are having coffee shop vibes today. I've got my cozy coffee. It's a Saturday. The sun is shining in. And we're going to be talking all things cozy and queer today. So I hope you're ready. I hope you've got something sweet and cozy to drink. Could be coffee. Doesn't have to be. And we're going to be chilling out, having some coffee, chatting about cozy and queer spaces, while also playing one of the coziest and queer games that I've played on the Nintendo Switch, which is called Coffee Talk. It is a narrative indie game about like a fictional Seattle that has really, really queer and lovely characters in it. And you're running a coffee shop and chatting to them about their lives. And it's the perfect game for a stream like this because it kind of goes in like 10 to 15 minute segments. So there's plenty of opportunity for like chatting in between. So I think it's going to be really cozy. I'm excited to play it with y'all today. I'm excited for the conversations we're going to have today. All in all, just really happy to be here and to be back. It's been, I think, 2 months since I've been on the channel, so I've missed it so much. It is, I say this every time, but it is one of the honors of my life to be an ambassador for It Gets Better Project and to be able to go live on this channel and hang out with you all and have conversations with you all. It is truly, truly an honor. And I mean, talk about the importance of cozy and queer spaces. I think It Gets Better channel has quickly become a hub for me when I'm looking for that on Twitch. So I know multiple times a week there is going to be cozy, queer, loving content happening on this channel, and I can tune in and listen and just feel honestly at home. So I'm honored to be any small part of that. So welcome in, everybody. I'm really happy to have you here. If you're not familiar with me, I am a queer storyteller. I do mindful gaming and cozy gaming primarily. So I curate cozy and mindful games on YouTube, and I host my own cozy and queer space here on Twitch. And yeah, that's kind of what we do. I'm a non-binary lesbian. My pronouns are they, them. And I love connecting with people. So please feel free to engage with me in the chat today, whether you are from my community and came on over, or if you're brand new here, I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to have conversations with you today. And I'm just really happy to be here. So welcome in. I'm excited to meet more people. The folks who hang out here, the folks who stream here are some of the best influences and minds on Twitch, in my opinion. And then the people that hang out in the chat are on that same level. So it is one of my favorite places on Twitch. So I'm really happy to be here with you all today. Such a lovely way to talk about It Gets Better Project. It's honestly become one of my it's one of my safe places that I know I can log on and just feel like I'm with my like-minded folks. So welcome. Why don't we start today with a little pronouns redemption? I think we have that in this channel, right? If everybody wants to share their pronouns in the chat, I think that might be a kind of a nice way to get started today. My pronouns are they, them. If you want to share yours and you feel comfy sharing yours in the chat, please feel free. I can also see, who's here hanging out. And then we can start talking about cozy spaces, cozy and queer. Thank you all so much for sharing your pronouns. I appreciate it. I have a couple of streams coming up until the end of my ambassadorship in, I think, November. But the next couple of months, I am focusing all of my streams on autumn vibes because I can't get enough of dreaming about autumn. So we're going to be talking cozy, queer, and autumn in the future because that's what we're doing. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for sharing your pronouns, everybody. It's good to see you. I see some new names in the chat too, so welcome, welcome, welcome. You need that mug. Isn't it so pretty? Also, I should introduce my cat Moon is here too. He is also, I think, an ambassador for this channel. But he's napping today. He's adding to the cozy vibes. That's what he's Though, isn't it so nice and subtle? I also have one that is mountains. But the problem with that mug is that it's not this large, and I like a large volume of coffee, so I don't use the mountain one quite so often. I'll grab Moon at some point. Remind me before we end today that Moon needs to have a little cameo. So cute and subtle. And it does hold a lot of coffee. Yes, this was an investment. This mug. It was more than I would normally spend on a mug, but I do not regret it. I do not regret it at all. So yeah, I think when I think of cozy and queer spaces, one of the things that I instantly think about is coffee shops, which is why I thought of this conversation when planning to play the game Coffee Talk, because to me, there is nothing cozier than a coffee shop that is obviously queer friendly. Whether that is having like pride stickers up or like genderless options for bathrooms, or whatever. Like, or honestly, what I used to see a lot is like little bulletin boards that had like postings for like queer meetups, queer book clubs, things like that. Not ever, like, I don't think I've ever had the luck of going to a coffee shop that was specifically queer. I don't think I've ever gone to one. Maybe I'm wrong. But I've definitely had many coffee shops in my life that were super queer friendly and like overtly so. And I used to love going to them, and I used to find them so cozy, and just like going in, doing one of my favorite things, which is drinking coffee or tea, and knowing that I'm going to be surrounded by people who just get it or are like-minded or share identities with me, is really, really wonderful. Another one that I think of is bookshops. So I love like queer bookshops, or just bookshops that like make a show of being queer friendly and have like queer sections and like are filled with queer people, you know? So for me, I feel like the two like out in the world places that I think of as the most like safe and comfy and queer are bookshops and coffee shops. But I'm curious if you all have other things. Then of course there's like online spaces, which is a whole other thing. But like right now I'm thinking about out in the world, and I feel like for me it's coffee shops and bookshops. It looks like it's handmade. It was, I think. Yeah, it was. I don't drink coffee, but I love the smell, right? Like, even if you don't drink the coffee, or you're just getting like some tea, or just there to like get some work done or something, I feel like the smell of coffee is instantly comforting, you know? Coffee shops that are LGBTQIA plus friendly are very cozy indeed, especially if they have a fireplace. I feel like a lot of a lot of the coffee shops around here where I live currently actually have like little fireplaces in them, which is my favorite. When I lived in Manhattan, that wasn't as much of a thing because I feel like it's just like harder to have enough space in Manhattan for there to be like a fireplace. But a lot of the coffee shops around here are big enough that you can have like a little bit of a fireplace with some seating around it. Oh, it's so nice. I used to be a barista and our entire shop was Pride Cozy. I love that. Yes, I love that so much. It's motivating you to go walk for coffee. Isn't it nice? I feel like identifying places, like IRL places in your life that are queer friendly, no matter like if they're specifically like this is a queer space, or if you just see like-minded folks there, or people wearing pins that resonate, or any little indicator that it's a space that feels a little bit safer than some other places that maybe you are like forced to be in all the time. I think that there's something really, really comforting about it. Art supply stores. Oh my gosh, such a good one. That is such a good one. There's a bookshop at a state over that isn't overtly queer. It's one of the warmest and most welcoming bookstores. Yes, I love that. We can't stereotype, right? Because that's not nice to do. But there are certain indicators of like this person might be queer. I feel like we can all agree that there are little things that like the alarm bells go off and you're like, oh, you might be one of us. And like for me, that's like septum piercings and like certain like shoes, like Doc Martens. And then if you got like a few of those things, like certain tattoos, and you've got a few of those little indicators, you're like, okay, this place feels like my kind of place. And even if they're not queer, you're like, your style at least is like not that different from everyone around you. Like sometimes I'll like go out and be the only person in like flannel and Doc Martens with piercings, and like I feel strange. So it's nice to like go somewhere where other people are wearing what you're wearing, even that is enough. Even you got Crocs. When did Crocs become gay footwear? That's what I want to know. When did that happen? Because I feel like I'm late to the party, but it has definitely become a thing. Oh my goodness. We knew the town was queer friendly. Oh my gosh. I love that, Corvus. I've been thinking a lot about like where I want to end up living within the next few years, and thinking about finding locations that are queer in some way is really important to me, but also hard because I don't really want to move to a city again. I'm kind of done with the city life. And so finding places that are like not the city, but are also queer friendly, I feel like can be so hard. So it's something that I look for. And like, honestly, one of the things I look for is like these little nooks and crannies of queer spaces, I see. Good to see you. Also, friends, I've been seeing followers follow, and I'm sorry that I'm not shouting them out. For some reason, I'm not hearing them. I think you all are probably hearing them. I think it's my audio setup that is making me not hear them. But welcome, welcome, welcome. It's great to have you. If anybody is new here from my community, you should be following It Gets Better Project and coming to this wonderful space every time somebody goes live, because the ambassadors that I share this space with are truly the best of Twitch. They inspire me every day. And the conversations that are held here, whether they're deep and serious or, cozy like we're having today, or just silly, are some of the best conversations that I've had on the platform. So make this channel part of your like cozy rotation, because you will not regret it. You will not regret it. I want queer people to look at me and assume I'm queer. Honestly, same, Kay. Ever since I moved out here, I don't have a lot of IRL friends here, because I don't leave the house. All of my work is done right here. And then when I'm done, I'm tired. So hopefully that's relatable and not sad. But I've been thinking a lot about like, how would I find like-minded people? And like one of those things is like, I put a lot of thought and attention into the little queer indicators that I have when I do go out, you know? I wanted an Ace of Spades tattoo for Arrow Ace style. We have rings, a white one in the left middle finger and a black one in the right hand. I don't think I knew about that, Rox. I swear, I learned something new every day. So is that like a set thing? Like that's like an indicator? Like I had no idea about that. That's really cool. That's really cool. I know for me, rings, especially like a lot of them, and like thumb rings, I look at that person and I am instantly like, are you queer? You might be. I have Crocs in there. Yes, Erin coming out of Lurk to be like, no, not Crocs, not Crocs. Oh my goodness. Wait, but like, I honestly am starting to feel like the Crocs have been sort of taken over by queer folks. So I really, like, I hear you, Erin. I was a Croc denier, but like, I don't know. I know a lot of people who are queer and like really love Crocs and like decorate their Crocs and like make their decorated Crocs really queer. And they're like comfy, you know, and we deserve to be comfy, you know? Like we are out here like fighting for our rights on a daily basis. So we should be doing that in like footwear that seamlessly conforms to our foot, you know? It's really important. And like, listen, I love Docs. I have like 5 pairs, but like, it takes a lot of work to make those comfy, you know? So before you have comfortable Doc Martens, you have blistered, bleeding feet. So in between sessions of wearing your Doc Martens, you might as well like wear your Crocs. Be a Croc gay. They're used for us to find arrows and aces. I love that. I love that it's so specific, because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like lesbians, you know, I'm a lesbian, I'm a non-binary lesbian. I feel like lesbians have a lot of things where like, it's like, you know, you might be a lesbian, but there's no like specific indicators that have been agreed upon by all lesbians. And like, how much easier would it be if it was like that? I mean, obviously you could wear like a lesbian pin or something, sure, but like, there's no like specific ring pattern or something. I am in really uncomfy boots all day at work, so Crocs seem amazing, right? I will have to put Crocs on my cool feet. This is really divided. I didn't realize it was such a such a source of contention. We're gonna need to do a poll. Am I the only one who gets intimidated by other queer people because they're so cool? Oh my gosh. Listen, like that's kind of why I say this all very lightly, because I also, while I do look at a space and look around and try to identify if I can like by looks see if somebody looks queer, I think we all do that. I also very much understand and know and advocate for the fact that like you don't need to look a certain way to be queer or trans. Like you just don't. And so, you know, please don't ever feel like you have to look a certain way in order to like be a part of the community or like signal to other people that you are like a safe person. Like you don't need to do any of that. This is all in good fun. So those two things are true, you know. Those two things are true. But in practice, Do I like look around and like look at you twice if you've got certain little things about you? Then sure, yes, definitely. But there's also an energy thing. We have a poll. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize the mods could do a poll. Yes, please vote. Are Crocs the new gay footwear? Or not? Make your voices heard. I'm gonna go ahead and say yes. I want to get a pair. I've seen some really cute ones, not just like Crocs brand, but like knockoff Crocs, you know, that have really cute designs and things. So I don't know. I'm gonna get a pair. I think it was Gnome in the chat. I think it was you, Gnome. I'm sorry if I'm misremembering. Sent me a pair that looks like little like monsteras, and so you know I have to have that. I don't know if you can see my. Yeah, you can see my plants. I'm a plant gay. Looking queer is looking like you. I love that so much, Rox. That is such a great. That is such a great way of putting it. I grew up in an area where there was very little opportunity to commune with other queer people. So when I went to college and had direct access to a queer community, I was intimidated for a while. I feel like that is a really common feeling. This like imposter syndrome of not being queer enough, not being queer long enough, not looking queer enough. Like I feel like this is something I hear all the time, something I used to feel all the time. I think I've finally gotten to a place where I don't feel that very often, and I'm very happy for that personal growth. It was hard won, you know? I think that I no longer really care too much about like if I'm looking queer enough or what, like those kinds of things. But I think it's something that I hear a lot from people. So it's a really common feeling, but it's one that I don't think you should give any weight to, you know? We're like, this is actually something I heard on this channel. I'm not gonna be able to quote it directly, but this idea that you are not defined by how other people perceive you is something that I hold really, really close. Like your queerness, your identities are not made valid by other people perceiving them and understanding them. They're valid because they're yours and because you're you. And you do not need to like posture at a certain kind of queerness or a look of queerness in order to be valid in your identity. Which is something, honestly, I think a lot about as a non-binary person, because I feel like I do sometimes feel like an internalized pressure to appear very androgynous. And for me, parceling out whether that androgyny is something that I want because I feel most comfortable presenting that way, or am I feeling like an odd pressure to justify my non-binary identity by appearing androgynous? And that's something that I've like really worked on and like thought about. And I think from day to day it changes, honestly, but you don't need to do anything to be valid in your queerness. So I will say, like, the imposter syndrome, like, I get it, I feel it too sometimes, but it's not serving you. And I'm sure that you can find places that will like love you and support you for being exactly who you are in the ways that you are you, you know? It was half and half in the poll. We were split. See, I told you the chat is very split on whether or not Crocs are queer fashion. Not enough data to make a judgment. I respect the yassification of Crocs. Not the yassification of Crocs. Oh my goodness. Well, you know what? I don't think I can show it on this channel, but I do plan to get a pair. They're going to be the shape of a plant, you know, green, plant-shaped Crocs. And then I plan to put, and this is what I will say for PG purposes, I plan to put a bunch of sapphic pins on it. They're not pins. They're like little things that go in the holes of the Croc, you know? They have a word. Does anybody know the word for what those are? You can buy them. They're like, they have a weird name that I can't remember. But I plan to buy a bunch of sapphic ones and put them on my plant Crocs and just like really, really enjoy wearing them. I voted yes for the fun of it. Charms? I think that that's a good word, but I don't think that's the word. Gibbets. That's the official word. Gibbets. I don't know where they got that from. What is a grok charm? I've never heard of that either, but I think the official word is gibbets. They're like, if you like Google them, you can see. And actually you can get a lot of them on Etsy, like handmade ones. So if you have like certain fandoms or hobbies that you're into and you want to like decorate your Crocs, you could get them probably on Etsy. They have like official ones too, but like if you want something more obscure, like, you know, I don't know, like an anime one or something, then you could find it probably on Etsy. We know what you mean. I know you do. I know you do. But yeah, I mean, I think for me, like, being able to visually see that people are queer is like the least of it, really, in identifying like a cozy and queer space. You know, I think that there's other ways that you can determine if a space is queer friendly. And I think that like when I'm looking for a space, one of those things that I do really look for is like, well, number one, what is the bathroom experience like? Am I going to feel good going to the bathroom there? And then number two is like little things like stickers and like posters and things like that just sort of like posture at it being a queer space can be really important. So we've got coffee shops, art supply stores, which is such a good one, bookstores, anything else in terms of like places that are like cozy and queer in your life that you like enjoy going to or can find community in. I'm selfishly taking notes as somebody who has the challenge of trying to make some queer friends in a new area. So I'm going to be like going to all these places looking for looking for queer friends. Hair salons, that has not been my experience. Those of you who have queer friendly hair salons by you, I am infinitely jealous because I do not have that, and I have had pretty not great experiences getting my hair cut, where I'm sort of like made to feel weird for wanting short hair. Like I've had people make comments, like the people who own the salon have made comments. So I have not felt super safe and super comfy at hair salons, but I wish in the past, when I used to like go to like a queer salon, I felt great and it was very validating. But if you're like me and you're currently living somewhere where you don't have a super friendly experience at hair salons, I feel you. I feel you. I'd love to have one nearby. Yeah, I think that I've heard that there's a way to search, but I don't actually know what it is. I don't know if anybody in the chat knows. I've heard that there's like a database that you can search to like find queer friendly salons near you. But I have had no luck. Hi Zozie, good to see you. Oh, Croc, you were saying, Tura. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I thought Grok was something else, like it was like an official name. But yeah, I would very much love an affirming hair salon. But I have not had that experience where I am currently. The one near you is owned by a lesbian couple. I love that. Oh, I love that so much, Corvus. That's so important. I think that, like, I mean, obviously, hair is only one part of us, right? But for me, my hair has always been like an important part of my expression. And the experience of going to get my hair cut every single time I've done like a drastic cut has been like a really transformative and important experience for me. And having that sort of sullied by comments like, why are you cutting off all of your beautiful hair? You know, like this complete lack of understanding that like just because I might present sometimes as a woman, my entire aim is not always to look beautiful. And like also I don't need to subscribe to your ideas of what beautiful are, is something that I've experienced a lot of lately with trying to get my hair cut. But I think that that's why finding queer-friendly salons can be so important, because that, you know, that haircut can be so important to some people, you know. The queer-friendly salon I know of is 45 minutes away. Oh my goodness. No. That's so far. That's so far to get your hair cut. But honestly, worth it if it's really affirming. That's so cute, Yeller. I love that. I hate being told you look like a boy. Like, how is that a bad thing? Like, what if that's my aim? What if that is my entire aim, you know? And like, why is that such a bad thing? Yeah, no. I actually, the place, I still go there because the stylist who actually does my hair is not this way. But I instantly get uncomfortable when the owner of the salon is present because she has never failed to make some sort of honestly homophobic comment every time that I go. And I think it's because they just assume that everyone around them is like them and like cis and straight and interested in like these very specific beauty standards that I don't care about. And it's always like one of those things where it's like, do I just like pretend I didn't hear it, or do I want to say something? And I think like not to bring it full circle here, but I think that like those kinds of interactions that we all probably face various times throughout our days, our lives, are the reason why I think cozy and queer spaces where you can just like easily show up as your like whole, imperfect, unpolished self and be seen and feel validated and feel community is so important because it's so refreshing, you know? Like even little amounts of friction for your queer identity out, you know, grocery shopping, getting your hair cut, dealing with people in your neighborhood, whatever, like, or seeing something on the news about like yet again another attack on like queer and trans youth, like that friction builds up and exhausts you and burns you out, and you need to find places where you can sort of have lightness and have lightness with like-minded people, at least for me, you know. Can we ban Josh, please? Because that's not something that we're dealing with today. Can we also ban Hee mods? Are you having trouble doing that? Do you have permissions that you need or anything? Let me see. Am I missing things? Because I can't do it because I'm not a mod. But if one of the mods could please delete those two, that would be awesome. Oh, okay, thank you. I forgot that it doesn't show for me because this isn't our channel. I was like waiting to see the I was waiting to see the ban show up. Can we delete the comments too? That would be great. That would be great. Thank you so much. Yeah, no room for trolls. I love how I'm talking about like the friction that we feel and the need for safe spaces that are cozy and sweet, and we have some trolls coming in. It's like, thank you for proving my point. Thank you so much, Noam and Julia. I appreciate you very much. Thank you. Yeah, I was like, why am I not seeing it? I'm not seeing it come up. I forgot that I wouldn't see it. Thank you so much for the hydration reminder. Anyways, I think that that's a really good, like the hair salon thing is like a perfect example of like one of the reasons why having queer affirming spaces can be so huge, you know, because I can't imagine how much of a different experience I would have going to the salon if I did know instantly that it was going to be like a queer space, that I was going to like, I could show up and like ask for a you know, a certain hairstyle and never feel like it was going to get a weird response that I have to like defend, you know? You're not a troll, Erin. You're not a troll at all. Never, 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 never. But yeah, so for me, one of those places has always been coffee shops, which is why I love the game Coffee Talk that I want to show you today. It is basically a game where you are running a coffee shop in Seattle, which is another one of my favorite places. But it's a fictional Seattle where it's like in the future, and there's like all of these different kinds of people, like orcs are running around, elves are running around. But it's also very, very relatable still. So it's not like so futuristic where you feel like it's a different world. Like it still feels like our world. And basically people come in to your evening coffee shop and order coffee and talk to you. And you like the gameplay of the game is that you're preparing coffee, which for me is one of the ways that I center myself and relax myself every day. Like the act of making coffee is a reliable way for me to sort of like unwind and set a tone for myself. And so seeing that in a game where I can just sort of like actually just relax and prepare coffee for somebody and like talk to them about their life or overhear their conversation is such a special little game. And the game is getting a sequel, so I thought it was a perfect time for us to like experience it together, and create what is already It Gets Better channel, a cozy and queer and loving space where you can just sort of show up and exist however makes sense for you. You know, sometimes that is like chatting in the chat, and sometimes it's just listening. Whatever it is, you know that you're going to come here and find people who are at least in some ways, you know, like you, and you can either learn from them or feel validated in hearing their experiences. And so that's what we're going to sort of try to replicate today with Coffee Talk, which is one of my favorite cozy games. So why don't we play it? They also have these little plushies now from some of the characters, and I kind of want to get them. I don't let myself get a lot of plushies because I don't have a lot of space, but I would very much love to get some of these. Let me make it so that you can hear the game audio, and then we can start. I also love the music in this game. Love, love, love it. Which one am I putting this in? Game. I hope y'all have something cozy to drink. Why am I not seeing it? Oh, here it is. Okay, so in a second, you should be able to hear the sound of the game. Let me know if it's a little bit too loud. Yeah, they have plushies now. You gotta see them, Tora. They're so good. They're so, so good. Okay, let me go into the game chat. There it is. Okay. I've never played on my PC before. I always play this game on Switch. But I got it on PC because I like streaming games from the PC a little bit easier. And it was on sale, so I was like, oh, let me get it again. It's a game so good I bought it twice. Let me turn off this other lo-fi because this game has such great music. You'll love it. Oh gosh, what should our name be? I love plushies too, but I never know what to do with them. Same thing with like little like Funko Pop or other kinds of figures. I only let myself buy like a limited amount of them because I never know what to do with them. Thank you, Julia. I appreciate you. You have like 20? You know what I've seen? I've seen people getting these little like hammocks that hang in the corner of like the wall, and you can like stack all of your plushies on that. Have you seen that? Do you know what I'm talking about? I like that idea because you can display a bunch of them and they're like off the ground and they're just like there, you know? I've been thinking about it. Oh my God, name suggestion. I love the Genshin brain rot. I love the Genshin brain rot going on. Moon? Oh my gosh, should we be Moon? Sure. I just bought cute plushies from Pokemon Center. Oh my, you should get them a hammock. Is Moon correct? Yes, it is. Okay, so how is the volume of the game? Is it a little loud? Is it okay? There's some music playing, so you should be able to hear the volume. You're cuddling? We should actually, let's like say hi to Moon before we get started. While you all let me know about the volume. I did promise that we would say hi to the baby. Here's our barista for the day. Oh, he's mad. Oh, he's a little bit mad. He just made such a noise. He's like, I was sleeping. What, you don't want to make us coffee? You don't want to make us coffee today? We're going to have some cozy coffee. Can't you make it? He's such a moosh. He wants to nap. Hi, Bee. Good to see you. Welcome in. He wants to nap, so I'm gonna let him. But we will be Moon in our game. So you said the music is a tad loud. So I'm gonna lower it to this, but let me know if it ends up being too low. Okay. Joe showing off her Moon emotes. Wild. Okay, so let's play the game. I also got it on PC because apparently you can get some mods for the game, which I've never done. Look at how pretty it is. Look at how pretty. I love a pixel game. I think that there is something so instantly cozy about pixels in a game. And like this pixel Seattle, you can't hear it now. It's too low. It's good now. Okay. Because the music in this game really sets the tone. So I want to make sure you can hear it. And so this is a game where you don't have to do much, you know? It's not like, you're not getting good with this game. Like it's not like, you know, esports over here or anything. It's very much just click. You're clicking. You're clicking through dialogue and you're making coffee. It's very chill. But the story is great, and I just think that the vibes are perfect. And honestly, when I think about like my streams on my channel or the streams that I try to like create for you all on this channel, the vibes I honestly try to emulate are this game. Like chill, calm, safe, and place where you can just be you and like know that you're gonna be seen and heard and validated in that. And so I'm really excited to be sharing this game with you, actually. Super excited. Pixel City art is a specific niche, right? And like, look at it. Oh, and the sunset. Oh, it's so good. So a city filled with dreams and madness. A time when the great war between races is but a footnote in history. A time when anyone can dream of being whatever they want to be. And have those dreams crushed before they can even be discussed. But still, it is a place and time where anything can happen. It is when the elves have left the forest to build their startups. Right? I agree, gnome. So cozy. Look at the elf. Oh, look. Look. And is this like an Oni in the background? When the dwarves have emerged from their caves to start their automotive empires. When the orcs have put down their axes and started using computers to improve their lives. Children of Morta. I don't think I've played that one, Tura. Is that new? Oh, a tiefling. Could be. Could be. Take care, Joe. Enjoy. And when humans live among them as driven as ever. It is a city that holds the many dreams and stories of its people. It's old, 3 years old. Okay, I missed that game. I'm interested in checking it out. Most of these stories are left untold. Look at that coffee. Oh, look at that coffee. It looks so good. I should get a cup like this for my new espresso maker. Oh, goodness. But some few find solace in the embrace of bricks and wood and glass. They are told over drinks, then take up residence in some stranger's memories. In one corner of the city stands a coffee shop. Now, I have something funny to tell you about this. This particular art, okay? When I first played this, do you see this flowers here on the ground? This is like a bouquet of flowers, okay? For some reason, when I first saw it, I thought it was like a severed leg, like a ham, like a I don't know, a human or animal leg on the floor. And I was like, why is this not being discussed? Like, we're supposed to be setting like a cozy vibe in the city. Nobody in the picture looks alarmed, but why is there just a meaty leg? I really thought that's what it was. Can't you see it? It looks like a ham bone or something. I was like, why is that there? Everything else about this is like so magical and cozy, and then there's just like a leg on the floor. Camden, please enjoy your coffee. Icy, thank you for the hydration reminder. I really thought that's what it was. But that's not what it is. It's like a bouquet of roses. It's very wholesome. It's very wholesome. B, I'm glad that you share my brain. Thank you. A place that is only open when the sun is sleeping. That's right. The coffee shop is an evening-only coffee shop, which is kind of a vibe. A place where people share their stories. And these are their stories. I mean, this is literally like It Gets Better, right? So It Gets Better whole thing is about storytelling and sharing stories and what we can learn from each other's stories, and how our stories can sort of make each other feel less alone and uplift each other, and help remind all of us that it gets better. And this is kind of the theme of the game as well. So it's like literally the perfect game for It Gets Better channel, in my opinion. An evening only one, I know, right? And it's Seattle, so it's always raining. So look at that. Look at that rain. Look at the rain and you can see inside. Oh, I love it. So it's Tuesday, September 22nd, 2020. 2020. I know for a fact that some of the people in the chat today love people with green hair, so this one's for you. This one's for you. Also, I love this person's haircut. Welcome. Oh, it's you. Freya. Hey, Moon. How's the night so far? It's calm as usual. We've got a slight problem, though. Look at Freya's face. That person could be crabadocious, really? Crab? Huh? What happened? My supplier made some logistical errors. I don't have half of my ingredients today. Man, that's a bummer. Do you see the people walking by in the distance, by the way? Like that person had a tail. That person had a whole tail. I wish that like there was like all of these actual like races in our world. Like we have beautiful diversity in our world, don't get me wrong, but like I would love to live in a world where people just like walked around with tails and horns, you know? Maybe that's the fantasy RPG player in me, but like I'm not that cute though. I don't believe it. I don't believe it for a second. Don't worry. I can still serve the caffeine you desperately need. That's good to hear. Anyway, let me set things up first. You're our first customer after all. Just like the way that Freya just like looks at you and smiles at you, I'm like, oh, I feel needed. I feel needed and loved by my virtual video game. Hey Vic, good to see you. Welcome in. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Is that your way of Is that your way of telling me to go buy horns on Etsy? Because I've thought about it. I have some great elf ears already. But I kind of want these like horns. Like I don't know if I want like tiefling oni horns or like goat horns, but I want something. I want some kind of horn. Oh goodness. I'm a writer, not an editor. So I'm used to taking things slow. Writer's block again? Relatable. You got that right. What are you writing now? Do you remember my plan to... Do you hear the coffee noises? I hope it's loud enough that you can hear the coffee noises. Let me know if it's not, because I feel like the coffee noises in this game are really important to setting the cozy tone. You said loving green hair, also playing one of my favorite games. It summoned me back. It's great to see you, child. I hope you're having a sweet morning. As much as my confidence has been soaring lately, I don't have the strength to wear cat ears out in public. Do it, Yeller. Do it. Honestly, I don't think I've ever felt as cool as I have when I've worn my elf ears out in public. And like, for no reason. Like, there's one thing to like go out in a cosplay, but like, my favorite is when I'm just like absolutely normal. I mean, like normal in quotes, because, you know, what is normal? But like normal clothes and then just like elf ears. That's my favorite way to go out of the house. Hi, Faye. Good to see you. Welcome in. The coffee ASMR. Oh my gosh, really? I bought a mocha. I don't know if everybody knows what that is, but it's like a way of making espresso on your stovetop. And I'm really excited. It's arriving today. It's the little things in life. And for me, this mocha pot that's on its way to my house, I'm going to romanticize every second of it. I'm gonna take video footage of my mocha pot on the stovetop. Oh, goodness. Pardon the interruption. The machine is ready. Do you want your triple shot espresso now? Yes, please. And if you forget how to make it, just check your phone, okay? Anyway, I really need that triple shot espresso. Okay, so here's like the gameplay of the game where like you're making coffee. Otherwise, you're just chatting, you know? That's kind of the game. I do love breaking norms, but sometimes it gets to me, which is not to be like, you know, coming on back to the theme of today, but like, that's why you gotta have your cozy spaces with like-minded people where you don't need to feel that friction of being different, you know? It's very important. Make sure find those places, whether it's on the internet or in person, coffee related or not, you gotta have those places where you can just show up and be exactly as you are without feeling any friction. And if you haven't found that yet, please know that it's not because you are too different to ever find that. It just means you haven't found your people yet. They are out there, I promise you. I promise you. As somebody who grew up thinking that they were entirely too different to ever fit in anywhere, I have found my people, and it took a long time, but I found them and they're out there, and I promise you that yours are out there too. And in the meantime, if you're feeling alone and like you're not able to find those places, you can come to It Gets Better channel, of course, but you can also play Coffee Talk, where you can feel needed and loved just for serving virtual coffee. Hey Mika, good to see you. Oh my goodness. I'll have to send a mocha recipe. Oh my gosh, please. The first thing I'm gonna make tonight, or this afternoon, I guess, is an affogato, which is like espresso with ice cream in it. I bought Oatly chocolate ice cream for the purpose. Okay, so this is our cell phone. You can't see it past my giant head, but I'm gonna tell you what it says. So there's like a guide on all the different like people that you know. So it tells you about like Freya, who's a storyteller. Freya's birthday is the 29th of January. They are a writer for the Evening Whispers. They talk about mundane things, art, and life in general. So it gives you a little bit of info on the characters. Oopsie. Then there's the brew pad, which is what tells you about how to make each kind of coffee. So for Freya, we're making an espresso, which is just coffee. I love feeling needed and loved, right? And if you can't feel it in real life at this moment, just find it in video games. This game, Animal Crossing, any virtual game that will make you feel needed and praised. Okay, so coffee. And that's how you do it. And it's really as simple as that. You brew it. Oh, I love the noises. Every little noise. The little like pouring noise, and then the little bell noise. And then you can trash it or serve it. There is a way to do latte art, but I think we haven't unlocked it yet. So we'll just serve it. I love doing the latte art. I'm actually excited to do the latte art not on the Switch, because I feel like I'll have more control with my mouse. Oh, I will make you all an affogato. How's that? A virtual affogato. Special for my only customer tonight. That aroma. Isn't it, Summer? I told you. Exactly what I need. Anyway, where are we? I think the only thing that this game is missing that I would love to see them put in the sequel is like a little like pride flag sticker somewhere in the background. Like, how cute would that be? Like, it would just be such a little but like wonderful way of like making it clear that it's like a queer friendly space, you know? Like, put somewhere like a little hidden Easter egg of like a pride flag or something, you know? I would love to see that. Maybe there's a mod. I should try to see if there's like a mod that would add that. Anyway, where are we? Your plan to do something? Yes, that. It's not that I hate writing stories for the newspaper, you know, but it seems like the right time for something bigger. So, a novel? Yes. It sounded so simple when I was making the plan. At least you still have your job. In case things go awry. Hee 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 hee. Ha 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 ha. I recognize this laugh. I recognize this laugh. Did I say something wrong? No, you were right. You said something I should have thought about myself. What are you talking about? You know who owns the Evening Whispers? GRA Media, right? Yes. And they're also the biggest book publisher in the country. So when an opportunity presented itself, I took it. What do you mean by opportunity? Well, I bumped into one of the big guys in the elevator. So naturally, I pitched my book idea. Come on, don't look at me like that. Are you for real? Yeah, I know. It was such a silly thing to do. So how did they react? Freya's a lesbian. Thankfully, he'd seen my short stories. So he challenged me. If I can get a draft ready in a month, he'll pull some strings. Can you imagine writing an entire novel in a month? And get the fiction publishing division to sign me up for a publishing deal. I know, I love the cat shadow in the background. That sounds great. What about your job at the Evening Whispers? Do you have time to do both? That's the hard part. I've been secretly working on a novel during office hours, and I'm falling behind on the newspaper's deadlines. If the chief finds out, she'll probably kick me out. Ouch. At least you've got a month to finish the initial draft. That was last week. Again, don't look at me like that. I find this so relatable as somebody who constantly gets writer's block. This whole storyline is very, very, very relatable to me. A writer with big dreams but writer's block could never be me. A novel in a month. I have never successfully completed NaNoWriMo. Do any of you do NaNoWriMo? I always set out to try it and then never do it. Maybe this year. Maybe I'll try this year. November's coming up. We could plan. How far along are you? I assume the number of words you have written is not too far from 0. Hey, that's rude. I love their facial expressions. I've written some stuff, you know. May I see it? Well, it was so bad that, well, after reading it, I decided to just delete everything immediately. So 0. I really need to finish it in at most 2 weeks. Can you imagine? Then I'll use the extra week to polish and do some editing. This is like how my brain imagines tasks. Like in my brain, when something needs to be done in the future, I can imagine getting it done in like such an unrealistic amount of time. Like I'll be like, oh, like of course I can write an entire thesis in a week because yeah, that's future me's problem to deal with. Like this is so relatable to me. I love it and hate it at the same time. If you can pull it off. I know, you don't need to be so cynical about it. That's why I'm here today. I'm hoping to find some inspiration. I wrote some of my best short stories here, you know. Really glad this place could be of service. Oh, it looks like someone's coming. Oh my goodness, you can't see them. Hang on. I can't move around my camera, but I can take it off for a second so that you can see. Actually, can I move this? Hang on, let me see if I can adjust this slightly. Which one of these would I be moving? Oops, no, that just moves that, which is not what I want, so forget that. Let me try doing this. Oh, here, it's worth it though, so that you'll be able to see all the characters. So give me 1 second and I'll move my text. There we go. How's that? Is that a little better so that you can see the all of the characters? Hi there. Hello. Good evening. Do you see this face? This is me. This is my face when somebody that I'm attracted to comes into the coffee shop. I'm like, oh, hi. Oh, hi there. For here, miss? Yes, please. I'm not really sure what to order, though. I am romantically intrigued. What do you recommend? That depends highly on your mood. I'm just here to meet my boyfriend. Not planning to be awake all night. So definitely no coffee. How about something chocolatey? It's perfect for this weather. That's a good idea, actually. I know, I was crushed too. I was crushed too when I first played this, and I was like, oh, you're in a relationship? Damn. You're welcome. Anything with chocolate in, please. It's over. Time to go home. Don't worry, there are plenty of queer characters to come. All right, so let's see. Let's look at our brew pad and see if we can find something with chocolate. Dark chocolate. So this is chocolate, chocolate, chocolate. So let's make a chocolate, chocolate, chocolate. Is he a good boyfriend? Well, you know what? You might just find out. You might just find out. 1 cup of chocolatey goodness. Thank you. Look at the little, oh, you can't see the plant behind her right now, unfortunately. But you can see the plants in my office, so it's a compromise. So you're waiting for your boyfriend? The barista being very sly. I can be a better boyfriend. No. Yes, he should be here soon. Look at you now. You went from empty to 3 customers in one night. Honestly, Summer, it's just like it. It's literally the same. I think that they might have taken inspiration from it, to be honest. I thought this place would be more crowded, considering it's the only coffee shop that's still open after midnight. Because it's the only coffee shop that still opens past midnight, it's mostly empty. Now that you mention it, is it good for business having the coffee shop only open at night? Definitely not. Yep, what she said. Then why? I just love doing it. And there's always someone longing for a warm drink at this hour. Is that not the most wholesome thing? That's fascinating. Pardon me for asking, but how can you survive running the coffee shop like this? That's a secret. Moon here is damn rich. Moon, do you hear that? You're rich. Who knew? Oh, really? She's exaggerating. Don't worry about it. Moon can manage. I'm sure this place isn't going bankrupt anytime soon. It was a good idea giving us the name Moon. So you'll still have a weird, quiet place to meet up at night. That's good to hear. By the way, are you a regular here? I don't really have anywhere else to go. I'm a writer who works best at night and in a coffee shop. Not so many options for that. Ah, no wonder. She's a pretty good writer, you know. You can find some of her stories in the Evening Whispers. Shut up! Wow, that's really interesting. What kind of things do you cover? I cover the stories of people around town. Personal, interesting, weird. I also contribute to their short stories. I love their fiction. You wrote those stories? Thank you. I wrote most of them, but not all. That's so cool. I'm over here always thinking that these two are flirting, but that's just because I ship everybody. Are you here to write a new piece? I should be. but I don't even know what to write about. Just some queer bonding, exactly. Now I'm going to share, I'm going to turn my camera off for a second so that you can see his face, because I see that it's covered and I feel like you need to see it. So that's that's what he looks like, okay? So remember that, because it's going to be covered for a little while. Hi. Sorry to keep you waiting. It's okay. I had a nice chat with the fine folks here. I do like his scarf. He looks intimidating. He does, right? He looks intimidating, but even like, I honestly feel like every single character in this game gives me queer vibes. I don't know though if that's just like me always seeing fictional characters as queer, because like I just like looking at fictional characters and imagining that they're queer in some way, or if like they're actually queer coded. I don't know, but in my mind every single person that comes to this cafe is queer in some capacity. So hello, hi, would you like to order? Surprise me. Would have been better off not seeing his face. No, oh my gosh, not that. What kind of an order is that? Well, I don't really know what to order. Do you have any preferences? He's certainly a guy. Do you have any preferences, sir? Oh, there you can see him now. Something bitter to keep me awake with milk. Oh, and draw some latte art. Oh, there you go. Here's the latte art. They're teaching us now. I do like his outfit. I do like his outfit. All right, let's see. So something bitter. So let's pull open our brew pad. He said to keep him awake, so I'm thinking we should give him an espresso, right? Maybe coffee with some milk for the latte art. That's bitter. He's a difficult customer. Isn't it? Like, okay, I am very indecisive as a human. Like I don't have the ability to make decisions, especially in social situations where I'm already not at my best, right? But I would never put that on the barista. Like, to me, that's like such an unfair thing to do. Like, I can't decide what I want, so I'm gonna make you decide. Like, no. Make a decision. Make a decision, please. All right, let's brew this. Do you like the eyes, Faye, or are you sus of them? Look, see, now we have the latte art option. The wording seemed to have attitude. Yeah, it's true. So you pour the milk and make a design. I've never done this on PC, so let's see how it goes. He doesn't... Why is that so bad? Hang on. Reset. Does he even deserve a good design? Let's try a heart. I thought for sure I was gonna be better than I am on the Switch, but like I wasn't. Here, we'll make little. There you go. It's a wonderful design, right? I like it. I was a barista in the past, and my favorite part was talking a customer through their preferences. Really, Muse? Honestly, I never thought of that before. I always just assume that people can't be bothered. Like, they have better things to do than, like, help me through my order. It's like asking Loki for a direct answer. Also, now that the camera has shift, you can see the plants. Aren't they pretty? I love them. Here's your order. Is that what you call latte art? That's cute. Oh, okay. Is that mean? Was he being mean? I can't figure out his tone. Hi, Loki. Good to see you. Anyway, I was distracted by some work, plus there's the rain. It's okay, Baileys. I was having a nice chat with them. Oh yeah, I haven't properly introduced myself. He was being mean. Oh, okay. I'm Baileys. Oh my, where are my manners? I haven't introduced myself either. My name is Lua. Isn't that such a beautiful name? I don't know if it's obvious, but I like Lua. When I was a barista, I would usually talk through what they usually like and what flavors sound good. Really? Okay, well, you all are making me feel like I could be like talking more to my baristas than I do. Hi, I'm Freya. Nice to meet both of you. I'm Moon. Hey, did you know that Freya here is a writer for the Evening Whispers? I don't like him, not gonna lie. Honestly, me neither. But that's because I love Lua, and I would rather Lua date me. So, it means moon in Portuguese? Really, Sozy? I don't think I knew that. That's so funny, we have the same name. I've done some work for them a few times. Oh, what kind of work? I'm a freelance designer and illustrator. I've done some caricatures and infographics for the paper. I assume you were in contact with Steve? Yep, he's a nice guy to work with. Oh, really? No, he isn't. I want to be her friend so bad. It's the horns. There's something about horns. I have a small fixation on horns these days. I don't know what it is. I've dealt with worse clients. Way worse. Hi, Kiwi Gamer. Good to see you. Welcome in. Yeah, I'm glad he's in the design and visuals department. I wouldn't be able to stand working with him directly. Come on. He's tough to deal with, but definitely not the worst. Oh, of course. No matter how deep you go, there's always another layer of hell. How do you usually deal with bad customers here? The only bad customers this late at night are lost drunks or criminals. That sounds really bad. Nah, they're easy to handle. I also loved horned characters. You know me. You know me. Freya's your type? Freya is what I like to look like. Freya is my gender. Whereas Lua is the type of girl that I like to woo, you know? So I would take Lua out for lunch. Freya, I would like her haircuts. That's because you're good with your fists. Not as good as your coffee making skill though. Thank you, I'll take that as a compliment. You're welcome. Anyway, I really need to start writing. Whatever it is that I'm going to write. So I'll leave you two in the hands of our friendly neighborhood barista. Where are you gonna write? Oh, not far. Do you see though, like I can't be the only one that sees that Lua is definitely a little bit into Freya. Like, she's like, where are you gonna write? You're not leaving, are you? You're not leaving, are you? Next to the windows. That's my spot. Oh, okay. Have fun. Now she's like trying to play it cool, like she wasn't like concerned or anything. I'll try. Good luck. Thanks. Should we move to other seats too? Nah, here is good. Okay then. So how was your day? These are the moments where the barista, Moon, us, just listens in to their conversations, which as somebody that loves, like, I'm in social places, I'm quiet and I get overstimulated quickly. So I'm usually like chilling in a corner somewhere. And I get a lot of joy from like listening to other people's conversations. And I don't mean that in like a sussy way. Like I don't like there's nothing like I just like enjoy like hearing other people's stories and like what they're up to, you know? I don't mean it in like a weird way. And so I find this part of the game really fun. Like just sort of like casually listening in, but not part of the conversation. I'm just like polishing my cups in the background. Like I just love it. They could be Faye. That's what I say. Like the game isn't super overt about like a lot of things, but I put my own queer spins on a lot of the characters. And like in my mind, like I see Lua as bi. I don't know if they are like polyamorous or not, but like I think Lua definitely has a little bit of chemistry with Freya, you know? Anyway, it was fine. Work was nothing special. I finished my proposal early so I could get out of the office. Plus, my boss was in a really good mood all day. I thought your boss was always a happy-go-lucky person. Well, he is, but today he was happier than usual. I'm not sure what happened, but it was great seeing him smile so much. What about you? Any problems with your latest client? Yeah, this one is a pain in the ass. You know those memes that depict terrible clients? Well, she fits all the bills. I could go on forever complaining about her, but that won't help me a bit. Isn't she's even kind of like bi colors, you know? Like she's kind of like the colors of the bi flag. You should make a meme about her. And lose my current project for a minute of laughter? That might be worth it. You should ask Moon here about how to deal with annoying clients. Oh yeah? How do you usually deal with annoying customers? The ones that don't need your fist to take care of. I have my own methods. But it wouldn't be wise to talk about customers to other customers. Now that's one good lesson to learn for the day. Do you see the steam coming off the coffee? Isn't it so cozy? Your parents? Yes. You know what? Give me 1 second. I'm going to turn this off. Perfect. I just realized that I had something on that could have had my personal Twitch alerts come up. And so I closed it. Okay, so you've talked to them. I did. Parental drama. It didn't end well? No. What did they say? A lot. They won't give us a chance at all? Anyone but an elf. That's what they said. How about you? More or less the same. I got into a fight with my old man. That's why I'm staying at Farron's place now. They kicked you out? You don't have to do this, you know. They're your family. I can't stand even one more second being a part of them. Honestly, Faye, that always surprises me too. I might not have a stable income, but I can manage. But still, you don't know what they said about you last night. I'm sorry. What did they say about me? Or about my race, I assume. Forget it. I want to know. Just the same old, mumbling about how elves are holy creatures, about our immortality, about how even if I outlive you... What? Nothing. About how if you outlive me, no other elves would want to be with an elf. That's already been tainted by a lowly succubus. That's exactly what they said. So this is it then. The end of our relationship. It doesn't have to be. You know, our families will never agree. I'm invested in the combo. Isn't it? It reminds me of like a comic too. The way they illustrate it into like panels like that. We can't just continue like this. I mean, we can just continue like this. What do you mean? They don't need to know that we're still dating. We can just continue the way we've always been without them knowing. And then what? Me too. It is Romeo and Juliet, Babs. Do you want to be hiding our relationship for the rest of eternity? We're not like humans, you know. We can't just elope. And you won't get permission because you're too old. Lua, I don't care about their permission. I'll be glad to sever my family ties if I have to. I can't let you do that. You'll lose your immortality. If I get to spend my life with you, I don't mind. I don't mind a bit. You're making this hard for both of us. Do you feel happy when you're with me? Of course I do. Then you don't need any more reasons. You know we're perfect for each other. It is, right, Kiwi? I know. You don't even need to look deep down. Trust me, we can do this together. I can't think about this clearly right now. We'll talk later. Not a breakup. Can you imagine being the barista being like, I'm polishing this cup. It's very clean. I'm not listening at all. Keep your privacy. Lua, wait. Oh, look at his sad face. Oh, he's so poor. He's so sad. I'm sorry you had to listen to our problems. That's all right. This coffee shop has seen all kinds of stories. I do hope yours will have a happy ending. I hope so too. Do you have any alcohol? Sadly, no. That's a bummer. Well, do you have anything that's warm and can calm me down? Do you like green tea lattes? Green tea lattes? I'll take one. All right, let's make our first green tea latte. This is a matcha. Let's make it. Okay, so I think, if I remember, it's green tea and 2 milks. Yum. Let's try making another latte art. It's so fun making the latte art. I want to try making that, but I feel like I can't. I feel like my brain can't do it, but let's try. Make something like that. It's already coming out horrible. How do people do it? All right, that's horrible. Hang on, let's refresh. Maybe we start from the bottom. You know, this whole time I've played this game on the Switch, I said that I was bad at the latte art because I was using the Switch controllers, but now I don't even have that excuse, so I think it's just me. I think it's just me. Oh my god, it's the logo of the Baileys. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Oh my god, what a little Easter egg. Here's your green tea latte. This is good. Thank you for this. By the way, are you married? Maybe they are polyam. Me? No. Do you have someone you love? I love this coffee shop. It was almost right. But I'm sure that's not the answer you're looking for. I didn't really have any expectations. Man, out of all people in the whole world, why did I fall for her? You can't choose who you fall in love with. Hey, Orbital, good to see you. You can if you try hard enough. At least that's what my old man said. He really is one pretentious elf. But I guess all of them are. Entitled, pretentious, immortal douchebags. Can I say that word on this channel? Maybe? At least you have an eternity to learn and change. Or an eternity to be an eternal butthead. Anyway, I need to go now and probably drink myself under until the sun rises. There's still a while until sunrise. More time for me to drink then. See you around. See you around too, Miss Freya. I think he likes Freya too. Me too, B, right? I know. They're all great. They're all great. And you know what it is that you know what I love about this game too is that they're all pretty well rounded. You know, like there's no like obvious jerks that are just jerks. Like they all have so much nuance to them. Thank you. Do visit again. Look at her face. You were listening from the corner? Yes. Poor souls. Me and my girlfriend Lua noticed you from across the bar, Freya. I hope they find a way to be together. Me too. I want some oat milk creamer. Honestly, my coffee is empty. Kind of want some more. Anyway, I need to leave. I have to get up earlier than usual tomorrow. Okay. I think I'm going to close up the shop after this. That's pretty early. I know. After the rest of the deliveries come in tomorrow, I'll open as usual. Okay, you have a good night then. You too. Russian tea. Despite the name, it's a totally American drink. I've never heard of Russian tea before. I wonder what it is. And this is how the game goes. It's like 20-minute segments and then a new day starts and new stories come in, new visitors come in, and sometimes you see the old people and sometimes you meet new people, and that's kind of how it goes. And you can like do a bunch in a row like we're gonna do today, or you could just like do one a day, which is how I've played the game in the past. Like when I played it just for me was to like do one a day, like maybe before bed, and then, you know, wait until tomorrow to do the next one, which is a fun way to play. But today we're going to do a couple in a row. What is it, Babs? I think actually it's in our recipe book in the game, so we will find out. But I think I don't remember what it is. How long is it? It's about, I think, like 3 or 4 hours, depending on how fast you go. For me, games always take a little longer because I take time to like stop and talk in the middle and things. So for me, like for us, it would probably be like a 5-hour game, probably. But if you're playing it just like yourself, probably about 3 to 4 hours. I'm not sure what it is about games that have logs, actual dates, but they make me so happy. Me too, Summer. Me too. I think I'm going to take a very quick BRB. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care. I just need to run to the bathroom. So I'll be back in just a minute. A really good chance for you to pour yourself some coffee, or if you're lucky enough to be in cold weather, cuddle up with a blanket, whatever. And I'll be back in just a minute. Okay? BRB. I'm back. I remembered when I was on BRB that I ordered myself vegan croissants yesterday. So after stream today, I think I'm gonna make myself a new, like an espresso with my new maker and sit down with a croissant and some fresh strawberries, and like that's how I'm gonna wind down for the afternoon. So super excited about that. Vegan croissants, right? I know, so good. Our like Whole Foods started carrying them, and they're actually good. Like they're not like a lot of vegan croissants I've had kind of just taste like bread, you know, or like are too cakey almost. But this one's actually flaky and good. I'm with you, Summer. I am so ready for autumn. I cannot even take it. They were good, Erin. I've made that recipe many times, so I knew they would be good, but they were good. I actually still have them. I ended up putting them in the freezer so that I could just like take them out and put them in the toaster oven thingy, and have them like for breakfast without having to like constantly be making muffins. I just finished snacking on one. Oh my gosh, I'm so jealous. Yeah, I'm gonna have one for sure after stream today. Okay, so each day starts like this. We got a little coffee. We have the news details, and then we start a new day. The recipe is confusing, but the end result is worth it. It uses powdered orange drink, Tang. Oh my gosh, I remember Tang. Powdered iced tea, powdered lemonade, and cinnamon. I mean, that definitely does sound like an American drink. Why is it called Russian then? That's so weird. I need to look into that drink more. Good evening. Good gracious. What is wrong with you? Can't you just enter like a normal customer? I'm sorry, but I'm so excited to share this with you. What are you talking about? I know what to write for my novel. Is it one of your impulsive temporary ideas again? It's warm climate for growing oranges. Exactly, Jazz. It seems so random. Hey, don't be rude. I'm being serious here. Okay, just tell me, what are you gonna write about? This coffee shop! What? I'm going to write stories about this coffee shop and the people who come here. Are you for real? Yes! What if I say you can't do that? I'm not asking permission. That's like a breach of the customer's personal lives, you know. Relax, I know that. I just need some inspiration from this place. The stories themselves will be loosely based on what I hear and see. How loosely based? Knife Walker novel versus movie level loosely based. Talking about novel ideas randomly sounds like me. Same. I love it when I find somebody in my life that is happy to talk to me about my various interests, and I use the word interests with bold letters, like things that are very unique to me and I like to talk about them at length. When I find somebody like that, I keep them close. Hi Lynn, good to see you. Welcome in. Of course I'm talking about the old one. That's already very different, you know. You can't get more different than that. I mean, it's not like I can tell you not to write about a coffee shop, right? No, you can't. Although you can just ban me from coming. Okay, you're banned. What? Just kidding. I wouldn't do that to my loyal customer. Very funny. Thanks for not banning me, though. Anyway, I'm really excited to see who's gonna come tonight. I'm needing people like this, honestly. It's so important to find people like that. Especially if you can find somebody who does that too, and then you can sort of just like trade, you know? Like Silky and I have agreements that we will like she will listen to like me go on and on about one thing, and I will listen to her go on and on about another thing, and it works. I wonder what kind of stories they'll have. Good evening, y'all. Good evening, Georgie. Hey, Pop. Seems like you're in high spirits this evening, Miss Freya. And please, Moon, no need to be that formal. We're both on duty here. I love Freya so much. Georgie is not my favorite, but I love Freya. You are as stiff as ever. Anyway, I have a shift tonight, so I'll need the usual. You have all the ingredients today? Not everything, but more than yesterday. Except for tea. I'm out of tea. You still remember my favorite, right? Coffee with a hint of sweetness. You got that right. Make sure not to use any milk. I always add in my head after that line, like, make sure not to use any milk or I'll be pooping all day. Oh gosh, I make myself laugh with little jokes. Thanks to your profile, everyone knows you're lactose intolerant, Georgie. My partner listens to me ramble all the time about nothing, and I appreciate them so much for it, right? It's very important to have. Anyway, a cup of sweet, healthy coffee, please. Healthy? Okay. You know what? I gotta tell you, I've played this game before, and I've never intentionally given them the wrong thing. Do you want to see what happens? Because I honestly don't know. Like, should we just like try giving him the like the entirely wrong drink, like something very unhealthy, just to like, I don't know, just to like mess around? Let's give him like a chocolatey drink. Like let's do like coffee, honey. Let's do coffee, milk, and honey. Oh, but is that kind of mean because he's lactose intolerant? Is that taking it too far? He's gonna be pooping all day at work. All right, let's do it. It's a little mean. We'll just pretend it's oat milk. It's oat milk, okay? And we'll put some pretty latte art. It's oat milk. It's fine. It's not lactose intolerant. All right, let's see. What should we do? Let's do this. Like a spiral. Oh, I can't make the spirals look good. Maybe we won't do a spiral. Let's make a cat. Does that kind of look like a cat? A poop. We can do that. I don't know how do you make a poop? That doesn't look like a poop at all. Are you kidding me? All right, it turns out I don't know how to make a poop. We'll do the cat again. Oh, this cat's not coming out as good. Oh wait, it's okay. Oh, I don't know what that is. All right, it's a cat. It's fine. A specialty cup for the man on duty. My dairy sense is tingling. Oh my God, the way that I'm this way, because I'm vegan, but I'm also lactose intolerant, and I just feel like I can sense it when my order is wrong. Like, I know when it's wrong. That thing's got milk in it. Are you serious? Oh my, pardon me. Let me get you a new drink. Forget it. I'll manage tonight. By the way, I haven't ordered anything myself. You better not mess this one up. What are you having? You still need to ask, huh? You never know. Espresso, of course. The one and only espresso. All right, well, they get mad at you. So now we know what happens if you do it wrong. They get mad at you. Oh, that's so funny. Well, we figured it out. We figured it out. He didn't get sick. It's fine. He's just a little mad. A starless night sky for the green-haired fairy. Okay, we are flirting. Flirting. A starless night sky for the green-haired fairy. If my barista said that to me, I'd be like, okay, and when are we getting married? When are we going out for a cottagecore picnic? I'm not even sure whether that's a compliment or not. Oh my God, gay people. This is perfect. So how's everything going at the paper, Freya? As usual, awful. How can you not flirt with Freya? Oh, goodness. You know, I'm not usually good at being mean in games. I have this thing where I just I can't be mean even to pixel humans or creatures. So when I played this by myself, I never messed up their drink. I was very careful to listen and get it right. But that was kind of funny. You gotta admit. She's making a risky deal with her boss. Yeah, pretty much. What kind of deal? A possibly life-altering deal. A very dangerous one at that. Okay. A deal she regretted. Not that much. Seriously. I'm evil? No, I'm not evil. I'm not evil. Care to share the details properly? You tell him. She is secretly using her working hours to do something else. Something like writing her own novel. You got balls, I can tell you that. She does. Gee, thank you. How's that leap of faith going so far? It's not slowing down, that's for sure. And I haven't seen any safe haystacks to fall into. Good luck with that. Don't worry, she's not losing her job, at least not yet. Her life will be pretty hard if she messes this thing up, though. Thank you for the reminder. So yeah, as Moon said, my editor-in-chief doesn't know about it yet. But my novel is going to be published by our parent company. So technically, I'm still doing work for the company. She'll be really pissed off if she finds out, though. Is stealing time a crime? Technically, I might have to arrest you. Ha ha ha, Georgie, so funny. It's my face. It's my exact face. Hey, you do it all the time, too. Those are just coffee breaks. Sometimes they might take longer than they're meant to. But still, coffee breaks. You're making me feel worse by saying that. You should feel bad. Stop adding salt to the wound, okay? It's just a fact. I'm not sure whether this will make you feel better or not. But if your writing career goes up in flames, the police force is looking for people. Just don't mention that you like to do other things during working hours. I want to say thanks, but I feel like I should be offended. I love Freya. I'm sure you'll do just fine, Miss Freya. Do you have any idea where you're going to write? Take care, Summer. Enjoy the day. I'm sorry that you have something going on. I hope everything is okay. I have actually. Oh, good. What will it be about? A coffee shop and the stories people tell inside. You're letting her do that? There's no stopping her. What's wrong? Please don't write about any shady police officers who love to take breaks more than they should inside the coffee shop near their post. I will definitely write about that police officer. He'll make a good comedic character. Was that a compliment, or are you making fun of me? I would call that a compliment. Is it? I don't think so. What do you have against me tonight? Moon is probably worried about losing customers due to breach of privacy. Come on, it's not like I'll be using real names, and I'll dramatize most things I've heard, of course. That's even worse. Here's the thing. The stories I've heard, they'll only be the inspiration for what I write. By the way, as someone stationed here, I assume you've heard a lot of stories about the people around here. No. Come on. Nope. No, no, no. You've helped me once with one of the stories I wrote for the paper, the one about the secretly rich beggar hanging around the block. I'm sure you can give me other interesting tips. I helped you more than once, actually. What, really? Now it's my turn to say, come on. Which stories are you talking about? You asked for information about the busker, the one who's always playing his guitar, always got a rose with him. Oh yeah, that guy. Yes, poor guy. Hearing about your girlfriend passing during an investigation is, I don't know, it's hard. He took it quite well, to be honest. It was hard, but at least you gave him closure. He never complained that you used his story for the paper. I got his blessing before giving it to the editors. Well, at least he's become more popular since the article was published. More income for someone in his line of work. The rose has become some kind of prop for him now. Anyway, back to the topic. Any hot tips? Have you heard about this one girl? I love how Freya's instantly interested. You're like, have you heard about this girl? And Freya's like, what? Tell me. Tell me. Lately, this girl's been coming to a coffee shop in the area more than before. She's pretty weird. I don't know what her deal is, but she has bright green hair. Oh, come on. I was so excited to hear about something real. So you think you're not real? Wow, that went deep fast. Faster than my career going downhill. What's with the sudden mood? Yeah, cheer up, girl. Ugh. Sorry, I'm having mood swings because of the pressure. You'll do fine. I mean, you're great with your short stories. By the way, why this coffee shop? Enjoy your lurk, Geller. Because I spend a lot of time here. And then there's this couple that visited the coffee shop yesterday. What about them? They're going through a pretty hard time together. You know, different races, different cultures, families don't approve. When I heard their story, I kind of felt their pain. What's happening to them happens to a lot of people. It's been told in fictional form countless times before, but it's always an interesting topic to discuss. Are they regulars? Nope. The girl visited this place before, if I'm not mistaken. She was with her coworkers or clients. Oh my God, the way that we remember. Our memory is like, Lua, I got you. Helping her friends sober up, I guess. You gave people coffee to sober up? Of course not. Some folks request coffee, but I recommend against it. I usually end up giving them tea, hot chocolate, or plain water. That's nice of you. I hope they don't get mad about the wrong order. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Good for you. Anyway, look at the time. It's time for my shift. Oh yeah, go on and do your job. Don't forget to share anything interesting. Of course we remember Lua, right? Let's not make this a habit. Can't promise you that. See you later. Okay, bye. I love the little bell of somebody coming and going. It's like my favorite. I need to go back to my writing. No offense, but I need to concentrate. So I'll move to my usual corner. Finally. Good luck, Freya. We love you. We believe in you. I know, same gnome. You're just the best, Moon. You're welcome. Okay, off to the world of imagination. Go on. We definitely flirt. We definitely flirt. We are flirting with the green-haired lady. That should do for the experiment. Ah, someone is coming. So this one on the left is one I believe that you can get a plushie of. So if this is your kind of human slash non-human, I think that this one is available in a plushie. So Gala, hi Moon. Can we sit here? Sure thing, sir. This is the place you recommended? I know, right, Kiwi? I like this. I like this one. You don't like it? It's fine. I know it's not like the coffee shops you're used to in LA, but Gala, it's fine. Sorry to interrupt. Do you want to order anything? Yes. What do you want to drink? You first. Okay. Anything with coffee and ginger. You know, some of these coffee orders in this game make me think that I'm not experimental enough with my coffee. Like, I've never put honey or ginger into my coffee. Have any of you ever tried that? Is it like a common thing? Because I've never tried that before. I don't think any of these list out ginger in coffee. So we'll just make it up as we go along. Should we do milk and ginger? Does that sound good? Coffee, like a latte with ginger? I'll try it. I've put honey before. Coffee, ginger, and honey. Oh, I should have done that, Kiwi. You're putting milk. Yes, if you've never heard of Pilk before, it is Pepsi with milk. I specifically drink it with oat milk. It's delicious. It's nutritious. It is the queer drink. All of the kids are drinking it, and you should get on board. Wait, you're kidding me. You saw Pilk on your Instagram? Get out of here. Did you really? That's very interesting. You do ginger in your coffee? Oh, I want to try it. I always have ginger root because I add ginger to a lot of my cooking. But I've never tried to add it to my coffee. I don't like that. What does this do? Etch? Hang on. So if I do that and then, can I then do something? Oh. Besties, I've been doing this wrong the whole time. First you pour the milk in, and then you can like do stuff to it. I mean, I don't know if this is necessarily looking better than before, but like, ew. So then you can, I'm still not good at it. It's still not great, but it's something. So it kind of look like a lotus flower. Can you use your imagination and imagine that that's a pretty little lotus flower? I'm such an artiste. It was on your discovery page, Pilk. That is so wild. So somebody sent me, I don't remember who it was. I'm so sorry that my memory is just not great, so I don't remember always who shares things with me specifically. But somebody shared with me that there is such a thing as pickle milk, like actually being sold in stores. Like you can buy a carton of pickle milk And they're calling it Pilk. But that's no Pilk. Good morning, Sulky. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. What's your go-to cozy beverage? Oh my gosh, answer. And if you don't say Pilk, you're wrong. Make your voices heard. Make your voices heard. Thank you. Gala enjoyed our coffee. How about you, sir? What would you like to order? Is it good? I like it. Not sure if it'd be to your liking or not. Okay. Pickle milk. It's not pickled. It's literally milk mixed with pickles. It's delicious. No, I'm just kidding. That sounds absolutely horrific. But Pepsi milk is good. I'll have whatever he's having. Do we give them the same thing? What did we do? Coffee, milk, and ginger? Sounds good. Sounds good. All right, let's try some other kind of latte art. Let's do like a flower, like this is not never mind. That's hard. Did you try the Pilk with Pepsi Nitro? Wait, I don't know what Pepsi Nitro is. What is Pepsi Nitro? I don't know what that is, but it's pretty. Points to my last message above. Oh, hang on. I must have missed it. I have the poll up. It's taking up a lot of space. I saw a meme version of Pilk, but it was the stuff of nightmares. Wait, it was Photoshop. Was it really, Tura? Oh my God, I thought it was real. I've been over here thinking that it's real. That's so funny. That's so funny. Good choice. Anyway, how's the town treating you so far? Same old. I was surprised seeing so many changes after just a few years, though. Yeah, things changed a lot in just 20 years. Even this coffee shop, I believe this was a bar back then. When did you open this coffee shop? We opened it around 6 years ago, mister. Hyde. My name is Hyde. Everybody a fan of Hyde? Because I'm a fan of Hyde. From what I gathered, you're from LA, right? I am. I used to live here decades ago, though. What brings you back to Seattle? So most of you said coffee and tea is your cozy beverage. I'm with you, but Pilk is also a contender. I'm here for work. I'll probably be here for a few weeks. He travels a lot. I see. You two have known each other a long time, I assume. You could say that. Yeah, I think we met not so long after you got married, right? It was around the 60s, I believe. Oh, it's nitro brewed Pepsi? That's so interesting. I've never heard of that before. Have all of you tried Pepsi Nitro but me? I love nitro cold brew. There's something about nitro cold brew that is just really good. I can't even tell you what the difference is. It's just like smoother or something. But it's really good. It's really good. Wait, if I'm not mistaken, the peace treaty between werewolves and vampires was signed in 1865. So when you guys said you met in the 60s, were you talking about the 1860s? Anyone else get like star-crossed lovers from these two? Heh. No, we met in the 1960s. We're old by some races' standards, but not that old. I've not had it. It doesn't burn. I think I like the burn of soda. I think that like the burn is something that I like about Pepsi. So I don't know if I would like it without it. Although it's still fair to say we haven't seen each other in a long time. I guess 20 years is a long time. This was the place, wasn't it, where we first met? Yeah, when it was a bar. They moved? Bankrupt. Ah, such a pity. Uh-huh. You're happy the bar closed down? What's with the smile, if you don't mind? Nothing. I was just wondering, will history repeat itself? I certainly hope not. I've been coming to your place since the first week you opened. You've got something special here. It won't close down anytime soon. Thank you, Mr. Gala. I like the burn of soda. Like, I understand what you all are saying when you call it a burn. But, like, I feel like that's half the fun of the soda. Spicy burn. Yeah, it's kind of the same. Speaking of, it's been quite a while since your last visit. Busy at work? Kinda. With the news about that newfound virus going viral, the hospital has been extremely crowded. Is the virus that dangerous? No one is sure about it, but most people who come in are just, I don't want to use the word, but they're paranoid. I think it's because I have postnasal drip problems. Oh, that makes sense. The Freya plushie, the plushies for this game are out of control good. They're so good. You're still doing the same job in the same hospital? What was it called? Admission officer. And yes, I'm still a hospital admission officer there. They should have given you a promotion. They offered me a managerial position, but I declined. I prefer doing this. Heh. To each their own. Anyway, I was wondering. It's not corona. It's some kind of zombie virus. It was on the newspaper when we first started this day. It's some kind of zombie virus. Although people don't need to visit the hospital directly anymore. They can just order through that blood marketplace app. Imagine being able to just like order blood on an app on your phone. Are you talking about Bloodlast? Uh-huh. Bloodlast get their supply from the hospital? They can't certify blood on their own. Only hospitals and Ministry of Health can do that. They're just middlemen with a lot of sales promos. You use it often? Not really. I'm trying a new vegan lifestyle. Hi to the clear vegan vampire is just iconic. But I do know the founder of that startup. Oh yeah, how's your vegan diet going? It's not easy, but nothing I can't conquer. Excuse me for asking. By going vegan, do you mean you don't drink blood anymore? Not real blood. Synthetic blood. Synthetic blood? It'd be too complicated to explain, but basically some scientists are working to make some kind of blood that can satisfy my kind without relying on real blood. It's like Beyond Burgers. It's like the Impossible Burger, but for vampires. You know? It's like the Cullens. Yeah, but the Cullens always describe themselves as vegetarians, and I found it very rude because they were out here killing like Bambi, you know? Like you're still drinking blood. Somebody's still dying for your meal, so you're not really a vegetarian. Really. I have opinions. Beyond blood. Please, this show should be called. Does it taste the same? More or less, yeah. Isn't it expensive? It is. I can't afford it though. But again, they're still working on it. Trying to make it more affordable for everyone. Would synthetic blood taste good? If mixed with other ingredients? Yeah, they're killing Bambi. Why? You want to start selling blood-based drinks? It might attract new customers. I feel like the barista's like into vampires. And turn off others. Fair point. Honestly, I don't know if mixing it would taste good. Most vampires prefer drinking raw blood, although some do try experimenting with other things. Other things? Mostly booze. But I know some mix it with not so legal substances. Heh, you know a lot. I work in a hospital, remember? Talking about my vegan lifestyle reminded me to ask you something. About what? Your monthly fury. Found a less painful method to restrain yourself? Not yet. But I do know that it's a drink. What kind of drink? A certain combination of ginger and caffeine. Is that why you ordered coffee with ginger? Oh, so Tura, is that why you put ginger in your coffee? Because you're a werewolf? Is that what it is? Oh, I didn't realize. Now I understand. But this drink wasn't the one. I guess there's too much caffeine in coffee for it to be a remedy. Why don't you use the Fury sedative available on the market? I don't trust them. Besides, that sedative is too general. Each of us has our own remedy that we need to find. And sometimes the effectiveness can change as we grow older. How effective will this drink be? Enough to calm me down. And that's all I need, to be honest. At least your calming method is only a drink. I heard some werewolves need to do kinky stuff to soothe themselves during their fury. What kind? Like BDSM? That only happens in porn. Wait, what? It's famous among our kind. You don't have to feel ashamed if you like watching that kind of thing, you know? You know, when I describe this as like a queer game, I think for me, part of it is like the actual queer representation. Like there is actual queer representation in this game. But I think more than that, like more of what makes this coffee shop feel like queer friendly to me, and the reason that I brought it up as a game that sort of shows off like a cozy yet queer space, is just like the way that they can show up and have conversations about things without having to feel any shame, you know? Like these two are literally having a conversation about like dealing with things like securing blood and dealing with getting a monthly fury and like kinky stuff, and like they know that they can do it in this space without feeling judged. And I think that that's one of the things that has always made me like this game. Hey, a friend told me about it. Well, he was pulling your leg. Damn. I mean, it's a calming method and it's pretty common, but normally we stick to vanilla stuff. Yeah, they know it's a safe space, exactly. Come to think of it, it would be pretty brutal doing that during the fury. Exactly. So continuing with your story, how far along are you in finding the ingredients for the remedy? So far, all I know is it involves ginger. And probably something lightly caffeinated, like tea, maybe. Was I supposed to give him tea? He asked for coffee, didn't he? I could have sworn he asked for coffee. You don't want him wreaking havoc in the coffee shop. We don't have any tea today. Oh, I couldn't have given him tea anyway. But the next time you're visiting, maybe I can try brewing the remedy for you. That would mean a lot. Excuse me for a moment. I'm sorry, I have to go now. Coffee, ginger, and honey. Kiwi. I promise I'll make that for somebody. There's an emergency at the hospital. I think I'll go back now as well. We can share a cab. All right. Thank you for the drink. I'll probably visit again before I head back. So I'll see you around. Thank you for coming. Take care on your way home. I love Hyde. I love Hyde a lot. Honestly, both of them are great, but I like Hyde. Hey, are you done with your writing for tonight? Kinda. Those two guys. Kinda reminds me of this video I saw online. I would prefer if you didn't start fantasizing. It's a video of a wolf pup playing with a baby tiger. It's nice to see friendships that grow in unlikely circumstances. Oh, that video. What? What video did you think I was talking about? You know, oh, never mind. I'm obsessed with her face. I was just joking. Please don't do jokes. You're really bad at it. Anyway, it was a pretty interesting and productive night, but now I need to get some sleep. Yes, please don't forget to get some rest. I'll see you again tomorrow, I assume. Don't you worry, I'll be there tomorrow. Night, night. Be careful on your way back. So wholesome. Midsummer Night's Dream, sweet and memorable, like summertime blues. I love these little like interludes between each day, but I really wish they gave you the recipe because I always forget to like think about it after it's gone. Like I've never heard of a Midsummer Night's Dream either. There's all these cozy drinks out there in the world that I've never tried. I love that it rains every single night. Every single night. Thursday, September 24th, 2020. Here's the newspaper. Anything about the virus? Nothing today. So we've got Orc Workers Union. Some kind of album selling 1 million copies. And vlogging is now part of curriculum at some private high schools. Who do you think we're gonna see today? Maybe just my favorite characters? Oh, yes, my favorite characters. Do you see? Are you starting to understand why I like this game? Are you starting to get it? Welcome. Yo. A cup of honey milk, please. Right away. Anything for you. Honey milk. Okay. What goes into that? Do we know? Do we have a recipe for that? Probably not. You would think honey milk would just be milk, and honey, right? Because if you do like honey, milk, it's probably so sweet. So let's do milk, honey. That sounds so soothing. Like warm, like oat milk with some honey in it. Your honey milk is ready. Thank you. You're welcome. I love orcs too. They're so good. They're so cool. And like, oh, look at the hair. So good. Hey, Moon. Seems like there's a cat. It actually looks like my cat, Moon. Moon, you're actually in this. Oh my God, she got in with me. Relax, it's okay. Hey, kitty cat. What are you looking for? Want some milk? I love, this is one of my favorite days because I love all these characters. They're so good. Hi, barista. Yes, I'd love some milk. Holy, do you see Freya's gay panic face right now? Birch Bunny, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Can you just imagine being at the coffee shop and being between these two? Like, this would be my face too. And she literally just transformed from a cat. You look like you've just seen a ghost. No, I mean, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be rude. It's been a while since the last time I saw a Nekomimi? Is that how you say it? I don't know how to say it. Transforming. We rarely do that in public. I guess you don't have that many Nekomimi friends? Okay. Mine is broadcasting for you all. I won't say I have. You folks usually use your feline form to commute, if I'm not mistaken. That's right. Well, commuting as a cat sounds more practical. Than commuting as a human. I mean, than commuting in a bipedal form. Kind of. Anyway, before we continue, can I have my milk, please? Look at her face. I'm sorry. What kind of milk do you want? Just milk. No additional stuff or anything? No milk. No, milk and nothing else. Right? Doesn't that sound so nice? Especially, Silky, I think you were sleeping when we started the game, but the game takes place in a fictional Seattle. So it's always like raining and nice weather, and I just feel like what a place to be a cat, you know? Milk, milk, milk. Fresh milk for the lady with the pretty smile. Smooth, very smooth. Thank you. Are you hitting on an underage girl? I was just giving her a compliment. I don't consider them underage. It's really good. You're welcome. What's a young girl like you doing alone this late? I'm not a young girl. I'm a grown-up who can take care of herself. What? I'm 18. That's exactly what I'd call too young. Right? I know, Gnome. It's amazing. Well, I'm not an old lady like you for sure. Besides, I've been earning a living since I was 13. So I'm definitely not a kid. How? I'm sure you know. I don't. Oh my, are you? Just say it. If this is something illegal, or if you're in danger, blink twice. Really? With a cute face like mine? Exactly. Seriously, you've never seen me on TV or social media? I don't want to sound like a snob, but I don't watch mainstream media. I roll my eyes big time. Pfft, snob. Part of the broke but woke movement, I see. You must be the broke part. I don't see you ordering any drinks. Too broke for a cup of coffee? She's not that great for business, no. Oh, really? Sometimes I wonder, could this coffee shop survive without me? What are you waiting for, Grandma? Make your order. Is this some kind of maid cafe experiment or something? So what do you want to order? The usual. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Some of the dialogue in this game is so funny. Serve it. Your espresso is ready. Do you think that Freya will ever change her coffee order? Dun dun dun. Glad you liked it. Wait a minute. You do look familiar. Are you in a pop group? Are you Rachel Florencia, the member of Super Smiles who just graduated and started her solo career? Uh-huh. You're not a lost cause after all, Grandma. That brings us back to my first question. What are you doing here? If she doesn't order coffee, ginger, and honey, drinking milk. I'm serious. But you can see it with your own eyes, right? I'm really here to drink milk. How come this coffee shop attracts so many weird people? I think Freya's set in her coffee ways. Yeah, she likes her caffeine. Well, while we do have a lot of unusual customers, this is the first time we've had a famous celebrity visit. To drink milk, no less. Yay! Achievement unlocked! Oh my god, we actually got an achievement for that. Isn't that funny? No, seriously. Why are you here? Well, you know, the usual young folks' problems. I had a fight with my father, and so here I am. Hi, Gaby. Don't be mad at me, but I've only ever watched a little bit of Star Trek. I have not watched all of Star Trek. I know. I need to hand in my nerd card, but it's great to see you. Welcome in, Gaby. Ah, I see. But is it okay for a celebrity like you to be out alone this late? You don't need to worry about me. I can turn into a cat. If you could turn into any animal, what would you want to turn into? Asking the real questions here. Like, I think I would turn into something with wings because I would very much like to be able to fly. So I would probably turn into some kind of like hawk or something, or an eagle. Maybe an eagle because it's big. But there's a part of me that would want to also turn into something like a cat because they're cute. You bring smiles always, Gaby. Hi, Igina. This is Coffee Talk. We are on that category, right, mods? I think I remember Julia changing it for us. Yeah. A flying squirrel. Do you know flying squirrels don't actually fly, though? They just glide. I'm going to say a dragon. Yeah, I would like some wings so that I could just fly around. Now I'm really worried. Anyway, what happened? My dad, we got into an argument. He doesn't like my line of work. He always saw my profession as something negative, but I love what I'm doing. What about your mom? What are her thoughts on your career? She passed away a few years ago. I'm sorry to hear that. It's all right. Your dad know anything about the entertainment industry? He used to work in showbiz decades ago. So yeah, he knows a thing or two. If I remember correctly, this is one of my favorite characters. Oh, never mind. It turns out I don't remember correctly. It must be a different day. Good evening, girls I've never met before. I just saw you yesterday. Just kidding, Freya. Anyway, Moon. Yes, officer, I need something for my sore throat. Can you get a brother a cup of tea with lemon and honey? Okay. Tea, lemon, honey. We'll give him the right thing this time. We won't be mean this time. Ooh, a great horned owl. That's awesome. I think I had one of those in my backyard once. I don't know exactly what kind of owl. Maybe it wasn't the great horned variety, but it was the kind that has those like horned, you know, it looks like horns. And it was sitting right on a tree, and I like I walked out the door, and it was like right there. It was such a cool experience. I don't want to give him the wrong thing again. That's just mean. Your special drink is ready. Well, well, well. What do we have here? It's my special cough syrup. What do you call it? Cough syrup. Of course you do. Let's see whether this drink tastes good as it smells. Now I want tea with honey and ginger. That sounds good. Have you seen the great-eared nightjar? What is that from, Gaby? I love toothless. So what is that? Is that like an actual animal? Because hang on, let me look this up. I gotta look it up. I've got to do it. I forgot that I might not be able to. Hang on. New window. There we go. It is a great-eared nightjar. It's an actual owl. Oh my god! Wait! It actually does look like that. Hang on. I don't have a scene for showing stuff on this, so hang on. Give me a second so I can get a window capture. Oops. There you go. Can you see it? It literally looks like him. It literally looks like Toothless. Oh, it looks like a reptile. Like it almost doesn't even look like a bird. I have never heard of this before. You know, I know that birds are actually like, you know, like they come from reptiles, they come from like dinosaurs. But this is the first one I've ever seen that actually looks like that. It's so cute. I love it. I love it a lot. All right, back to the game. Birds are dinosaurs. It's true. How's your day going? Anything out of the ordinary on your patrol? Yeah. Anything interesting today? Actually, I witnessed something scary. Tell me. You sure you want to hear it? Yes. The scary thing I witnessed was my salary. Today is payday, and I checked the ATM. Such a horrible sight. Other than that and the labor union protest, everything is fine. How can you say it's fine? We got a young celebrity lurking around by herself. They're tiny too. Oh my God, how cute. I love that. They're so cute. Isn't that strong proof that this area is safe? Hey, thank you for the drink and the place to sit. I'm going back now. Oh, thank you for coming. Hope you enjoyed your time. Uh-huh. Please come back soon. Please come back soon. Who was that? She just sat there and read. I'm sure that's pretty normal in a coffee shop. I mean, you always do that here when you're writing. I guess you're right. Anyway, where are we? What are you doing here, young lady? It's pretty late, you know. I don't have anywhere else to go. And this place looked cozy. It is cozy. It's so cozy. I see. So you basically wanted to go to a bar, but you're underage. How did you know? You can read minds now? I have a daughter. It's easy to translate what they say, especially when you have to deal with them every day. I don't know why you're here, but everything's gonna be okay. You can forget all of your problems while you're here. Dude, it's not his job to take care of someone else's daughter. That is his job. Relax, Freya. Don't be so uptight. Mr. Policeman here made me feel safer already. You know it yourself, Freya. This place is very safe. Right, officer? Of course. That endorsement comes with a discount, right? I always love Freya's looks at the cop because I'm always just like, ugh. I would prefer it if he wasn't in this game. You're a cop, old man. Act like one. How should I know how to handle someone else's daughter? You should know. You are a father yourself. Oh, right. Guys, you know I can hear you, right? See, Freya, she has good hearing. That should help her protect herself. Anyway, Miss Rachel. Miss Rachel, what brings you here? As I've told the others, I had a fight with my dad. Ha ha ha. Why are you laughing? Me and my daughter fight every day. Hey, why would you say that? Because it's true. I've fought a lot with my kids. That's normal. In fact, whenever we finish arguing about something, we become closer as a family. Huh? Because when things have calmed down, I learn something about them, and they learn something about me as well. As long as we don't leave things unresolved, an argument makes things better. Oops. Tonight was just one among countless others. He wasn't like this before. Before it happened. You mean before your solo career? No. Before Mom passed away. What happens after each fight? Nothing. We just don't talk about it until another fight starts. Unresolved problems are dangerous. It ain't easy. But you gotta understand each other better. And as much as I hate to admit it, conflict is always the best way to know someone. And even your own blood. I don't know if I agree with that. I gotta say. I've gotta say, I don't really agree that conflict is the best way to get to know someone. Hi, Cerulean. Yeah, the cop is not my favorite part of the game, but he's not a big part of it, so, yeah. And she also understood your father. Maybe he and your mom also had arguments, but your mom acted as a mediator between the two of you. That's possible. Now that mom's gone, I don't have anyone to act as my guardian. And your dad, he lost his best negotiator. Wait a second. You said this happened a lot? But why did you run this time? My daughter never ran away. Wait. Maybe it's because I'm the one who always ran away, using my job as an excuse. I can confirm that. I run here a lot. But yeah, I hate to tell you again, you both gotta resolve your issues. Unresolved problems are dangerous in any relationship. I kinda understand what you're going through, Rachel. I also ran away when I was younger. Yes, more about Freya, please. Are you on good terms with your parents now? I am. When and how did it happen? To be honest, I'm not even sure myself. It just happened. Maybe I should run even farther. I mean, I have my own income. I don't need to rely on my dad. I wouldn't recommend that. Why? I'm an adult. No adult would ever say, I'm an adult. Oh, goodness. Just give yourself time to think, Miss Rachel, and try to understand your father's perspective. I'm sure both of you will be able to solve this. Hi, Doc Liv. Welcome in. Like adults. You don't need to rush to a decision. I'm not sure about that. Just take your time. But now I would recommend you just go home. It's really late. I need to go home as well. I can give you a ride. But you don't need to talk to your father right away. Just go straight to your room. At least knowing you're safe at home will give him some peace. That will allow him to think more clearly about everything. You're right. So where do you live? In the western part of Neko Town. You know what, Orbital? So do I. I also say that. I don't know if I will ever stop saying that because I feel sometimes the need to defend it. That's quite far. You're still gonna drive me home, right? Old man. Of course I will. Should I drive you home too, Freya? No, you don't have to. I'm riding my bike. In the rain? It's good to see you. 100% sure. Okay, we'll be off then. That actually sounds kind of relaxing to be like driving home in the rain on your bike. If it was like a nice warm night with like a refreshing rain, not like a downpour, that kind of sounds nice. Take care on your way home. See you around, Moon. And there they went. Yes, you can stay longer if you want. Nah, it's fine. I also have to call it a day. How's the writing, by the way? It's getting there. That's nice to hear. I'm juggling a lot of work, though. Barely made my deadlines. I don't know if I can keep this up. Why don't you just come clean? Tell your boss about the publishing offer. Who knows, maybe she'll understand. Yeah, right. Great job, Freya. Here, take some money. Go take a vacation and finish your novel. In your dreams. I'm not exactly employee of the month. You never know. You never know. I might end up on the chopping block. Oh, the pressure. I'm sure about one thing, though. This coffee shop has a lot of stories to tell. So yeah, I'll probably be back tomorrow. The door is always open for you. Haha. I bet it is. Okay then, take care. Be careful on your way home. Oh, goodness. Now, that is not the one that I was thinking of. There's another one where the orc comes and then one of my favorite characters comes. And I can't wait for you to meet her. I don't know if we'll meet her today. I'm really hoping we do. It's been a bit, so I don't remember the exact order that they come in and like when. But there's a character that comes in when the orc is here, and I love her. I love her. I'm living for Freya, me too. She's very relatable. She's very gender. She's funny. She's very relatable. Sugar and spice. Spicy, sweet, and natural bliss in a cup. I also love that the moon changes. It's such a small detail, but it's a detail, you know? Like the moon as we play waxes and wanes. It's really sweet. Friday, September 25th. Werewolf activist imprisoned. Orcish Workers Union in talks with the government. And rap group Street Orchestra questioned over their pro-eco-terrorism lyrics. Oh, it's Hyde. Hi, Hyde. Evening. Are you by yourself tonight, sir? We are so obvious. Like, we're like hoping that Hyde is alone so that we can talk to them one-on-one. Gala's coming after his shift. It's pretty empty tonight. You're our first customer. Heh. Is there something wrong? Nothing. It's just a bit strange that you say our when obviously there's only you here. Oh, I guess it's just me, but when I'm working, I always put myself as the barista and the coffee shop. You found some coffee and cream D&D dice? Stop, that is so cute, Faye. I want to see them. Oh, I want to see. That's so cute. I have D&D dice that have little mushrooms inside. Like actual mushrooms that have been like, what's the word when you like put them in like that clear stuff to preserve them? I can't think of the word for it. But they're like preserved in the dice and they're so pretty. Anyway, I need to order something. What do you want to drink tonight? Do you have any blood? Sorry, we don't. Resin, that's exactly it. Thank you, Doctolive. Come on, do you think I was serious? Oh, nah, give me a ginger green tea. Make sure it's very warm and bitter. Oh, I would love to see it, Faye. I would love to see it. Okay, so ginger green tea. Green tea. Ginger. And it's supposed to be warm and bitter. So do you think adding more ginger would make it more warm and bitter? Or more tea? Let me try this. Doesn't this look so good? Oh, it looks so yummy. So yummy. Kiwi, I have to give them what they want. Your drink is ready. Let's see. Good. Glad you liked it. By the way, if you don't mind me asking, ask away. You said you're here for work? Yes. For a couple of weeks. You're not in the medical industry like Mr. Gala, are you? No. I could never imagine myself doing something so, what's the word? Honorable as that. Then are you dealing with something I shouldn't ask about? I'm not a criminal. In case that's what you had in mind. It's not even an evil job per se. The vibe is so good, right? I know, I love it. But definitely not as honorable as working in a hospital. Then what is it? Guess. You travel a lot? More or less. You befriended a startup founder. So I assume you either have your own startup or you work in some kind of investment agency. Heh. I used to, but not anymore. That startup founder, he's just a friend. What kind of friend? I've had many career paths in my life. They got boring after a while. You know what? I feel like that's such a thing to think about. Like, if you lived for like a long time where you had like the option to have like the same job your whole life or just keep switching around. I feel like I would have like 1,000 careers. I'm way too indecisive and I get burnt out. I feel like if I lived forever like that, I'd be doing everything. I'd be going back to school. Order some coffee with ginger and honey. Thank you so much, Faye. I can't wait to see it. I didn't expect that, but you have the looks and the figure, so I guess it makes sense. Right? I know, it would be fun. You want to know a secret? Sure. Those ads for anti-aging skincare products? No way! Vampire models. We are naturally good looking, skin paler than an elf's, but we don't have those annoying pointy ears, which makes us basically a bunch of good-looking live mannequins. How better to advertise anti-aging products than with people who naturally don't age? Isn't that false advertising? Heh. Don't be naive. Truth is a matter of circumstance and perspective. Advertising is just framing the truth. I never thought of it that way. Oh, not long. Not more than 30 years. Wow. I love how Freya comes in so happy all the time. Can you please be a little quieter? There's another customer here. Act like a civilized person if you can. Oh, come on. I'm just trying to make this place a little livelier. You don't mind, right, sir? No, I don't mind. I'm pretty sure I saw you last time I was here. I love how Freya comes every single night, too. You could say I'm a regular here. Hence the attitude. Hey, you look very happy. Any special occasion? Nah, nothing. This is my default state. She only has 2 states. Either extreme excitement or super stressed. Stop putting me in a bad light. Anyway, what were you talking about? We were talking about Mr. Hyde's profession. And what is your profession, sir? I'm a model. And he's been doing it for 30 years. Holy, 30 years of modeling. That's a long time. Not for me. My current liaison in the clothing brand I work with is the daughter of the guy I worked with when I started modeling. Usually I work until it's the grandchild. That's really cool. I'm Freya, by the way. Nice to meet you, Freya. How's the writing so far? It's okay, but I'm stuck and in need of a warm drink. So brew me something, please. Coffee? Nah. Who guessed it that Freya was going to change her order at some point, because she is. Make me something warm and sweet without coffee. Hot chocolate, I think. Chocolate, milk, and milk. He's over 30. He's immortal. He is a vampire. He was just talking at length about how he doesn't age. Oh yes, we get to do latte art. Finally. Finally. Oh my god, I should have. Wait, no, they said no honey. They said no coffee. So. All right, I'm going to try putting a big blob and then wisping it. I didn't think that came out good. She wanted it super sweet. Did she say super? I don't think I realized that. Oh well, she might be unhappy then. What does that do? Nope. We're not having very good luck. All right, let's try this. I'm bad at this. Well, that's what she's getting. I don't know what that is, but it's what she's getting. Here you go. Anything wrong? It's not bad, but it's not warm or sweet enough. Damn. I should have put honey in it, I guess. But don't worry about it. So you're a writer? Yeah, I work for the Evening Whispers. But I'm also working on my own novel right now. Sounds interesting. What kind of novel? It's complicated. You should wait until she finishes it. No spoilers. That's if she ever manages. We're so mean. What's the genre? Slice of life. It is really hard, PX, I agree. So not fantasy or sci-fi? Still not sure. Probably it'll be normal slice of life. You'll have tough competition. You're not wrong. I'll probably put some surreal elements in there. Maybe I'll set it in a world where only humans exist. That's the twist. This isn't about racial supremacy. I imagine even a world where only one race exists, problems will still appear anyway. Discrimination will still happen. How can they be racist without other races? Differences in language, nationality, ideology. When everything's the same, the smallest differences stand out. Perhaps it's diversity that can teach us to look past the differences. The bottom line is, we'll always find a way to hate others. Sounds like Attack on Titan over here. Double chocolate and honey? I was looking for like sugar to add, but they didn't have it. I guess I should have done honey. To me, that doesn't sound good. Chocolate and honey? I don't know. Maybe that is good. I don't know. That doesn't sound all that funny. It's fantasy. That's what fiction's for anyway, painting the what ifs. That's actually pretty interesting. I'll buy your book when it comes out, and I'll fly back here to have it signed. Oh, thank you. Who's this? Lua's back. Hi, everyone. Good evening, Lua. Hi there. How's it going? Great, thanks. Lua, meet Hyde. Nice to meet you, Mr. Hyde. And Hyde, please meet Lua. Hi. Are you by yourself? Yeah, just finished a meeting. I needed an escape from my coworkers, so I decided to come here instead. Is Bailey's coming? Freya, you're not subtle. Oh, he's not. He's a freelancer, remember? He's free to do whatever he wants. Is everything okay? Doxliv, thank you for the hydrate, but I'm out of water. So I promise to do one after we wrap up today. To be honest, we haven't talked much since the other day. Oh. We shall fix that with a warm drink then. Good idea, thanks. I'm in the mood for a green tea latte. Green tea latte? Is there a problem? No, it's nothing, sorry. Then a cup of green tea latte, please. All right, green tea, milk. Should we add some honey? Let's add some honey to it. Hopefully she likes that. Yes, thank you so much for the hydrate. Everybody else should hydrate, and I promise to hydrate when we wrap up today. I promise. I promise. Okay, let's see. We'll do like a regular spiral. It's kind of pretty. It's not bad. Oh, all right. Perfect. Serve it. Your green tea is ready. It's not a green tea latte. I keep messing up, but it's okay. I guess I'm not destined to drink a green tea latte tonight. How come it wasn't? Because we added the honey? Oh, you know what? I think that there's an actual recipe for green tea latte. Is there? Green tea, milk. Damn. Oops. Well, sorry. We didn't mean to. By the way, about Bailey's. Has he visited this place again? After our last meeting? Not that I know of. He hasn't. Oh. I should apologize for the commotion we caused. Please don't worry about that. Who is this Bailey's person? I bet you want to know, Hyde. I bet Hyde is interested in knowing about Bailey's. Bailey's is, or was, I don't know, my boyfriend. We had a little fight a few days ago. About what? You know what? That exchange did not seem like a fight to me. I don't know about you, but it seemed like a pretty loving conversation. It's okay for him to ask. Is it okay for him to just ask her like that? You tell me. Dude, I'm just a customer. You're the owner of this place. It's an old problem. I'm a succubus and he's an elf. Ah, the usual problems then. Show some manners, old man. What? I'm just following up on the questions you started. It's all right. Bailey's and I have different views. My family is pretty close and usually they're supportive. But when it comes to dating an elf, they fear that I'll be treated like a peasant. Bailey's, on the other hand, he comes from a well-respected elven family. They can be cagey at times, but for whatever reason, he took his family for granted. It's not surprising that his family would disagree with the relationship. You don't sound like most succubi I know. How's your boyfriend dealing with this? He said we should just keep going, just the same as we have been. So you've been together for 10 years as a couple, and he's suggesting that both of you should just go on as usual? I mean, your relationship for the past 10 years, that was without familial approval, right? Hyde being so wise. Well, yes, but I wanted our relationship to move forward. I want a family. Did he disagree with the idea of marrying you? No, quite the opposite. He wanted to marry me. What's the problem then? It's not that simple. His family will disown him? Yes. He wants to marry you even if he has to leave his family? Yeah. Problem solved then. Why do you have to care so much about what his or your family thinks? Just marry him. Make a family of your own. It's not that simple. I don't want to be held responsible. If he regrets his decision one day, abandoning one's family is not a solution. What if marrying me is a mistake? What if he regrets leaving his family? I can't take that kind of responsibility. Look at Freya in the middle. Freya's like, I'm in the middle of this conversation. I can't let him make that sacrifice. Lua, did you ever think about the risks when you started dating him? Yes. No, maybe a little bit. I feel like Hyde is coming at this from experience. Like he has definitely had similar experiences. We didn't think it would get this far. Huh. From what I can see, you're the problem here. You're pretty greedy for wanting it all. Him, family approval. If you're asking for racial reconciliation, might as well ask for world peace. Old man, stop talking. Lua, if I may ask, do you want to marry Bailey's? I love him, of course I do. Even so, I can't let him leave his family for me. It would be selfish, because I can't do the same for him. I love my family so much, no matter how messy they are. Well, that's difficult. So you're forcing your boyfriend to have the same life as you have. That blood is thicker than water mentality won't work here. Not every family is worth fighting for, you know. Some are, not his. Have you ever met Bailey's family? No, they always rejected the idea. Did he try to introduce you to them? He did. You can't have it all. This is not a fairy tale. This is not a story where some fairy godmother will suddenly appear and grant your wishes. This is how things go. You have to take chances and make sacrifices, and choose which one is best for you. Pretty simple. Freya. I'm sorry, I have to leave. I hate to be the girl who always runs away, but thank you for the advice. Take care on your way, Miss Lua. I will. Bye. Got deep there for a second. Whew. Deep conversations in our cozy space. Sounds familiar. You were harsh, old man. Heh. But you agree with me, don't you? I know, right? You didn't have to say it so harshly, you know. What are you doing here by yourself anyway? Trying to pick a fight with everyone? I'm waiting for a friend. Oh, there he is. It does hit home. It hits home for me too. That was a lesson I had to realize too. It's a hard lesson to learn that not all family is worth fighting for, but it's a personal decision, you know? I agree that he was a little harsh. Good evening, everyone. Hey, Gala. How are you doing, Freya? I'm fine. But your friend here is one hell of a troublemaker. What did you do this time, Hyde? I stated facts. Harshly. To someone that needed it. But not the way you said it. Let me order a drink first. Then you folks tell me about what happened. What are you having this evening, sir? Do you remember my fury remedy? I mentioned it a couple days ago. The one with ginger and caffeine. Right, Brooke? I know. Yes. Can you help me try to figure out what it is? Sure. I should try mixing the ginger with tea. Tea, ginger, and I'm not sure what the last one might be. I'll try experimenting. All right, what do you think we should do as our last ingredient? So, tea, ginger. Should we do lemon or honey? We can't do coffee. It has to be tea. Let's do honey. It's close enough to the coffee, ginger, and honey. Serve it. Here's your drink. Let's hope you got it right. I'm 100% sure this is not it. Let me try another one. It's okay. Uh-oh. I don't think we got a single drink right this evening. So tell me what happened. She's a better storyteller than me. All right, so there's this girl. Fade to black. And that's it. Hyde, oh Hyde. You never change, do you? Both of you are now going to judge me for being honest. Honesty is good and all, but try not to be a jerk. Listen to her, Hyde. She's got a good point. Ugh. Not you, too. I was a bit surprised, though. Usually you don't bother with this kind of thing. I really am doing such a bad job, Faye. I agree. You do know me. We've been friends for years. Yeah, of course. I don't know why I got involved in that discussion. I guess the vibe in this place has seeped into me. I understand. This place does have that special magic. Not exactly a good magic, judging from the reaction I received today. You may be right, but there are better ways to say what you have in mind. Anyways, I've got to go. So soon? It's past midnight. I need to get some sleep. Take care on your way, Freya. Sleep tight. See you guys. I love the little queer community that forms in this game. I say queer because I read them all as queer, and I just feel like a lot of the themes in the game are queer, and I just love seeing the like community develop. But I think we're gonna wrap it up here because we've gone over by about 15 minutes because I wanted to get to a good stopping point in the story. But I think we're gonna wrap it up here. There's so much more to this game and to the stories, and like I said, there's a sequel coming out, so it's definitely one to pick up if you're interested in games that are like cozy and also queer. Thank you so much for today. Let me go into just chatting. I had so much fun hanging out with you all, and I loved our conversation earlier about cozy and queer spaces, IRL and online. I was so honored to be back on the channel today. I cannot wait to be back. The next time that I'll be back is the last Saturday of September. We might continue this game and finish it, or we might do something else. I have to think about it. I really want to show off like multiple different cozy and queer indie games to you, so we probably will try something else. But I don't know. I'm tempted by continuing the story, so If you have an opinion on that, let me know. But either way, I had such a great time with you. Thank you for the company. Thank you for the good vibes. I think we should see if there are any other It Gets Better ambassadors live that we could set up a little raid. It was great to have you, Birch. And yeah, if you aren't following It Gets Better Project, please, please, please follow now. I am one of many, many, many creators who stream on this channel, and the content here is exactly like the vibes of this coffee shop, right? Like relatable, loving, cozy, kind, queer. Definitely a place that you want to hang out and spend time. Let me take a little peek-see at who is live from It Gets Better. So it looks like there's a few ambassadors currently live. Why don't we go say hi to Queerly B? So my friend Queerly B is live right now playing some Sims. Mods, you should be able to just start the raid by doing slash and then B's channel. If you wouldn't mind setting that up for us, that would be awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for doing that. We're on our way. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. Let's go send some love over to B. And I will be back the last Saturday of September. So until then, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and spread some joy around. Thank you again for today. Bye-bye, everybody.